And if I were him, I certainly, arm drag takedown from Kameron Kade. I wouldn't take your eyes off this guy. Not really a whole lot that we know about him. Like you said, NWA Anarchy giving a lot of the people an opportunity to showcase who they are and see if they're able to cut it here at NWA Anarchy. And what perfect time for Kameron Kade, to come along as all the eyes in the world are on, hostile environment. And he would love to get a chance to be in the mix as well for this. As John Skyler, of course, too. No stranger here to NWA Anarchy as well. It looks like John Skyler right there winding up again with the right. And, of course, referee D. Byers admonishing him, making sure that it's an open hand. Certainly no close fist here. And sends Kameron Kade for the ride, but Kameron Kade able to do a leapfrog over John Skyler. An inverted atomic drop. Gonna pick him up. And what are we gonna see here? Is he gonna slingshot him? Indeed he does. Face first goes John Skyler to that top turnbuckle.
Skyler looking a little punch drunk.
Yeah, absolutely. And only able to get a 2 count, but still pretty impressive, and to go straight into the arm bar, I have to say, from Kameron Kade, to be able to take that to the likes of a John Skyler.
Good showing so far from Kameron Kade. As I said, a native of Augusta, Georgia. He's been making, from what I understand, a 4-year pro of the business. Took a little bit of a breather and is trying to get back in action, and what a way to do it here tonight.
I'm still always confused. Is there an Augusta, Georgia, and Augusta, South Carolina? Are they like right beside each other? Maybe.
I'm not familiar with I'm not an Atlas, I'm an announcer.
At least they both are A's. So you're good, at least on that part. Well, hopefully one day I'll be able to meet Rand McNally and find the answers to these questions.
Well, I know a few fans that have called John Skyler an A once or twice.
Yeah, I think so, and usually can fill in with a few other letters. It's like we're playing Hangman. Well, John Skyler, I tell you, you never know whether he's intense because he wants to win, which of course everyone does, or if he's just got the attitude or he tries to back it up a little of both. Certainly the shades come out either way whenever it comes to that, but almost like he's very methodical too, the way he's approaching the Kameron Kade, and you'd almost have to feel like that's because there really is probably the likelihood he hasn't had a chance to scout Kameron Kade.
This is true. I imagine Kameron Kade knows a lot more about John Skyler than John Skyler knows about Kameron Kade. In this day of social media and YouTube, it is so much easier to scout opponents than it was back in the original territory days where you'd have to drive hundreds of miles or read the wrestling magazines to get updates on your opponents.
So that's true. I'm still a MySpace guy, but I'm still waiting for some of the pages to load. They seem to take a little while, but I'm making it a comeback at some point. And, John Skyler really right now is kind of having his way with Kameron Kade, goes in for the cover. Only 2, and I feel like, again, that frustration that we've seen before from John Skyler kind of coming out a little bit here. Going in for the waist lock here, trying to use all that body weight of John Skyler, which, of course, like I said, both men are pretty equal, but the position that John Skyler has is able to use all of that and lean completely straight against, Kameron Kade, but Kameron Kade trying to make a way back up to his feet, dropping those elbows into the midsection to try and break the hold. Looks like he's successful thus far. On again.
But the work that John Skyler has done to the back of Kameron Kade, he wasn't able to lift Skyler up for that slam. Skyler, of course, going right back to that rear waist lock applied, cutting off the oxygen. Now rolling him over further away from the ropes.
Yeah, and you can see on the face of Kameron Kade the pain that certainly, John Skyler's been inflicting on him. And John Skyler has certainly improved week in and week out here on NWA Anarchy television that we've certainly seen. And, I would have to say, Kameron Kade, despite whatever accolades he may have, certainly got a tall order here against John Skyler. Right now, Kameron Kade breaking through, though. Again, can he do something with it? Oh, man. Should John Skyler ever catch him with that knee straight into the back, the already injured knee, back, rather.
Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker applied by John Skyler. It looked almost like the momentum was going to carry it a little off balance, but Skyler was able to lay it into the back of Kameron Kade. And again, continuing to work on it.
NWA Anarchy brings you the most exciting hour of television each and every week. Check your local listings for time and channels, or watch us on the web at www.nwaanarchy.net. You can also order our home DVD collection, merchandising, and more, all from NWA Anarchy. This is professional wrestling.
We talk about the arrogance of John Skyler. This man has 4 different homes that he likes to be announced from. He's now making his summer residence in Hollywood, Florida.
Wow. Man, I hate to see the property tax on that, but I'm going to hopefully assume maybe he rents at least. But, you know, the referee right now checking on Kameron Kade. This should be the second time. He's going to have one more opportunity. He better be able to pull it from somewhere, and he did. Luckily, the fans here in Cornelia helping to cheer him along. That may have been the extra little oomph that he needed. And right now trying to get his way back up to that vertical base and dropping those elbows into the midsection of John Skyler. John Skyler, oh, wait a second, inside cradle here, goes in for the cover. Only a 2 count. Oh, a kick to the midsection from John Skyler. And now he's going to, oh, thought he was going to pick up Kameron Kade. Oh, man, did he connect on that one? But it seems like, you know, Kameron Kade has had so much drained from him that he really can't be able to not only roll over, but then roll John Skyler over to then make that pinfall attempt. A lot has to happen right now, basically, for Kameron Kade to be able to pull out a victory.
That's right. He needs to be the first man up. If Skyler gets up first, it could be troublesome.
Yeah, and both men seem to be at a very similar situation right now. Neither one completely straight up. Both men, I'd say, equally up at the exact same time. Kameron Kade holding on his midsection, the arm as well, too. I feel like every body part practically is injured on this man, but he's still giving it his all, trying to fight it down. That 9th inning opportunity. And he's trying to get everything he possibly can out of it, but John Skyler, again, connects in that midsection. We've already seen the damage done before from those waist locks that John Skyler's been putting on Kameron Kade. Oh, man, right there to the ears. That is certainly one way to stop any man. And now John Skyler continuing to take it right now to Kameron Kade. Backs up. Oh, Kameron Kade connected out of nowhere. But he needs to be able to follow it up, especially against someone like John Skyler. Oh, wow, great job there with the bridge as well, too. But John Skyler just had enough to be able to roll through.
Kick out at 2 by John Skyler. John Skyler headed out onto the ring apron, taking a quick breath. This is something that Kameron Kade needs to watch out for. As we've seen time and time again, that Skyler can be dangerous on that ring apron.
Yeah, absolutely. You never know what he can possibly do from there. Oh, and that's exactly what you touched on. Using that top rope there to his advantage. Draped across the throat there of Kameron Kade. Watch out for the spear, and he connected.
That slingshot spear, John Skyler refers to that as the love gun, and it hits. 1, 2. Kick out at 2.
He was firing away on all cylinders for that one. Man, that spear that he's able to connect out of nowhere. And you said it's the love gun.
That's John Skyler refers to it as the love gun, and he hits it, and he hit it strong. Kameron Kade struggling to get back up.
Wow, now can John Skyler take advantage of that opportunity with the love gun? And right now Kameron Kade, oh man, and he, perfect positioning. Oh, wow, referee D. Byers saying only a 2 count.
A belly-to-back suplex into the sit-out powerbomb by Kameron Kade. Kade needs to stay on Skyler.
Yeah, both men are equally spit, and both men have been able to lay a lot of offense down, and it really just determined, or really comes down to, you know, who's going to be able to get that momentum and to carry them through.
D. Byers needs to watch out. He's a little close to the action.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and Kameron Kade kind of a little disoriented there. I think he lost where he was at and who his opponent was.
Spoiler alert by John Skyler, and I don't know if you know this or not, if you've seen his shirts, but spoiler alert says Skyler wins.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, John Skyler.